always show up as too dark or shiny.
For people of color, photography is rarely picture perfect.
Historically, film and even phone cameras weren't developed for black and brown skin.
Now, with costly ads at NBA All-Star Weekend and the Super Bowl, Google is making a marketing push. The tech giant says its new Pixel 6 phone has the most inclusive camera.
With Real Tone, you really see the nuances.
The Real Tone feature uses artificial intelligence to make darker skin tones look more natural in pictures. It's a pitch that caught the attention of Toronto photographer O'Shane Howard.
I don't think anybody wants to see a version of them that is not authentic. They're just shown like in the shadows or they look super desaturated.
Howard has shot campaigns for big brands like Roots and Joe Fresh. He says smartphone cameras have a tough time rendering darker skin tones accurately. And it's about time tech companies brought the issue into focus.
We want to ensure that every single person is going to be represented in the best light, not just one specific person.
Want to take an indoor picture?
Yes,
you pop on a cube?
It's a problem that goes back to the era of film cameras.
They just assumed that their consumers were light-skinned.
So companies like Kodak used light skin as their baseline for processing and printing film, overlooking and as a result excluding many people of color.
And the designer of film and the cameras is always embedded within the design of the technology.
That bias has carried over into modern camera technology, as well as the algorithms that power so much online. Google has made headlines for racial bias in its search algorithms. Meanwhile, recent data shows the company is struggling to retain diverse employees.
I think a lot of issues that come up in the tech world are because a lot of minorities or diverse folks are excluded from the process, and that leads to clumsy mistakes.
This marketing expert says Google may be more vocal about inclusivity as it tries to make up for those past stumbles.
I do think potentially other businesses will follow suit if this becomes something that is a big deal and makes them really successful.
Other phone makers haven't made specific marketing claims. Apple says it's gotten feedback from photographers to improve skin tone processing. As for Samsung, when asked how its camera technology is developed, the company didn't respond. Whether Google lives up to its claims will be up to consumers who vote with their wallets.
So if you were to take a selfie of yourself right now, what does that look like?
It's good. I actually look like this in real life.
And while he approves of the photos, Howard says,
brown-skinned people, dark-skinned people specifically need to be included in these rooms, at these tables, having a final say.
And he hopes big tech will keep thinking about the big picture. Nisha Patel, CBC News, Toronto.